Hey guys, have you visited Lake George? Lake George is absolutely beautiful. It's known as the Queen of the Lakes, and it's the playground, New York's playground into the summer. But before it was a playground, it was filled with history. It was known as a battlefield. So follow us for a tour of Lake George and some of the history.
Taking my chances along with my dreams.
It's coming up. Yeah.
Turn right. Then the destination is on your left.
In 1/4 mile, arrive at 1784 State Route 9
I see
on the right.
the sign right there with the goal. Whippoorwill. Hang on. Is this it? I think so. Yeah.
The destination is on your left. Whippoorwill Motel and Campsite. Arrived.
That's laundry. Hi, Connor.
Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good, good.
It's a pleasure to meet you and to be at your beautiful park.
Thank you. It's good to have you.
This is a place in New York that I never even knew existed.
Yeah.
My hubby used to always say, I need to take you somewhere that's not New York City. And I'm loving this.
Thank you.
So can
a
you...
lot of people say that. A lot of people say
beautiful.
that New York is a lot bigger than it seems. Which I would
It's
agree.
huge. Yeah, we only know the city, but now I know. Now, when I think of New York, this is what I'm going to think of.
Good.
So can you tell us a little bit about your park?
So my father and my brother started or purchased the business 6 years ago. I was still in college. I graduated in 2020, right in the middle of COVID, or actually right at the beginning of it, and decided that this was a better place to live and work during those crazy times, and it's turned into a really good business. We've been here now for 6 years, and we've done a lot of upgrades and really tried to make this a place, a destination for families and friends to come. Hi, come on in.
Come in.
This is my life. This is what I do. We have folks come in, and I get to meet every kind of person. I'm very fortunate to do that.
That is a fun job.
Thank you.
And now you have RV spots and rooms, right?
Yes, we have motel rooms, cabins, we have RV sites, so it's good for friends and family who don't have a camper to visit people who do.
Right.
And it works out well to have a little bit of everything for everybody.
And you're open from when till when?
We're open officially from May 1st to October 31st, but I'm toying with the idea of staying open this winter just for power and Wi-Fi internet for people traveling through the area. So we'll see how that goes this winter.
Gotcha. Now let me ask you, do you have monthly rental,
Yes,
monthly rates on the RV?
Yeah, so if anybody wants to come for a month, it's $20 less per night than our full hookup rate. So if you stay for 30 days or more, we discount it heavily. And then we offer more discounts in our spring and our fall months as well. That's when usually it's a little bit slower. But still a beautiful time to be up here.
It's beautiful. And as soon as we got here, my husband said, well, maybe we could check on to monthly rates.
Yeah, we'd love to have you back.
We'd love to
It's
come
so
back.
much fun meeting people and then seeing them again a year or two later when they're back through the area. So I'm very fortunate, I feel, to get to meet a lot of different people.
And this is a beautiful area. Beautiful, beautiful. Well, thank you so much for sharing.
Thank you. Thanks for coming.
Sure. You just heard it from Connor at Whippoorwill Motel and Campground, RV Campground into Lake George. We are 6 minutes away from downtown Lake George, and it's so beautiful here. The nature, the trees, the biking path. That's also a walking path because I don't bike. I'm going to take you for a walk on that path. They have a pool. They have a heated pool. They have an arcade for the kids. It's so family friendly. And right off the Highway 9, the road noise, we don't hear the road noise much because our RV is very insulated. but we are next to the highway, but it's super convenient because we just got right off and we'll get right back on. And did I mention they also have a winery, and from the winery you can order food and they'll have it delivered to the winery for you while you're doing your wine tasting. It's super neat and clean. They're working and mowing and doing stuff all the time, and the service is amazing. And this is us, and we're definitely planning to be back in the Lake George, New York area. Just gorgeous. I like spots that we don't have any neighbors in front, that I don't have to put any shades down, and we have this nice view all the time, this greenery looking out at. Here's Veronica enjoying it from the inside. We have a perfect spot right next to the pool. The only problem is the spots are not so level. We're kind of like going downhill, but oh well. This is a beautiful area, and today we're enjoying some sun because yesterday was raining. Where are the grandkids? This is the winery right onto the grounds of the RV park. Super cute. So we came to do a tasting, and we can order food from two different restaurants. You can order food from an Italian restaurant and Chinese food. So this is so cute. We'll let you know how the wine is.
Last dry one, or is the dry from the right?
Okay, that's that
The
one.
second one, Cabernet Sauvignon.
The Cabernet. Perfect. The base of all the wine is Cayuga White. The Cayuga White grape grows abundantly in the Finger Lakes. So convenient here at the winery. You can place your order and they deliver right here to the winery. Good job, right?
Yeah.
Super convenient. We ordered from this Chinese bistro, and the food is so flavorful. We had the dumplings, the rangoon, some veggie fried rice, and General Chow chicken. It's so yummy. And the prices are really good too. My fortune says, find solace in the present moment. It's a refuge for your mind. That's like just perfect, right? But this is really cool. And the wine is
Thank you. Yes, yeah. So my brother makes all the wine with his employees and his friends, and my father designed this, and I just helped along the way. I do all the stuff that nobody wants to do. I do all the payroll and the paperwork and the permits and all that stuff. So
and what somebody has to do all that.
that's true. That's true. Somebody has to do it, but it's good. I don't mind, and I get to have a wine slushie at the end of the day. So
where do you make the wine?
we make it in Half Moon, New York, which is about 45 minutes south of here. And we just planted a vineyard down there, so we're gonna have our own grapes soon. And it's good. It's good. It's a family affair, and we have a lot of friends who help out with it too. So it's enjoyable, and it's good work, and we learn a lot as we go. That's for sure. But it's definitely made possible. We have a lot of really good employees. The people who work with us are excellent, and it makes my life a lot easier. I know it makes my brother's life a lot easier. So yeah, it works out well.
Teamwork.
It's teamwork, and we thought this would be a good business to have at a campground.
It's perfect.
Yeah,
Wait, this is the first campground we've been to. Well, a winery. I mean, we can walk back to the
it works out
RV
well.
and we can order food. I mean, it's like a perfect combination.
Great. Well, I'm glad you
Really,
guys.
really, and it's so cute inside.
Yeah, it is. This was last February we started this project, and this building was originally a bait shop, a bait and tackle store for Lake George. So we tried to pay homage to what was originally here, and it fit the Adirondack theme. And to be perfectly honest, it fit my father's personality and our personality in a lot of ways. It worked out well, and we think it complements the area well, and people have received it well. It's gone good.
Perfect.
Yeah, it's a lot of work. All the wood, so a lot of the wood trim that you see here and all the beams and everything we made ourselves out of wood that we had on our own property. So we tried to use a lot of reclaimed lumber and things like that, and do it as efficiently as possible without breaking the bank. But it came out
that makes
good.
it all the more special to.
Yes, yeah. It was a labor of love for sure.
It came out beautiful.
It was my father's design. I give him credit for all of that. He found the wallpaper. That's, believe it or not, the old log cabin. That's all wallpaper. The rock is wallpaper, but it definitely achieved the look really well. And all the old pictures, he found all the old pictures on the internet, and we just blew them up, and we made our own picture frames and everything, and yeah, came together pretty good.
It's super
In
cute.
short order too. We did it all fairly quickly.
Really quickly. Well, it's really, really cute. I was asking if you guys were going to stay open in the winter, the winery, and they were saying maybe.
We're thinking about it.
At the moment, it's the plan.
Yeah.
That's the plan.
With Julie's help, anything's possible.
Listen,
This is our wonderful employee, Julie. Julie does everything for us.
not everything, but a lot.
Julie's a teacher. She has a young family, and her husband works with us, and she helps every way that she can. I'm very lucky to have her. I'd be fairly lost without it. I know my brother would be lost without her too.
Aw, that's a
for
win-win.
sure, yeah.
When your bosses make you feel like family, it's easy to do the extra work and the extra miles.
That's wonderful. And you like the 4 seasons, so you're okay with
I'm
winter.
okay with this. I like it up here.
It's beautiful up here. I mean, not in the storm, but
No, now that the storm is gone, we're okay.
We do get some rain, in the winter we get snow. It's just the way it is.
yeah.
It keeps the seasons fresh. As soon as it gets too hot and humid up here, then it cools down again, and then when it gets too cold and gross, it warms up again. So it keeps it fresh.
But it's funny, I haven't felt any heat yet because usually when somebody says, "Oh, it's so hot today," I'm in a jacket.
Yeah. I think you're acclimated a little bit differently than the rest of us northern folks.
So it is funny. Well, we went up to Prospect
Prospect Mountain,
Mountain,
yes.
and we met some people up there who live in the area.
Yes, it's lovely.
And it's beautiful, and they were saying you have to come back in the fall.
Yes.
Yeah, they said the fall is absolutely gorgeous.
It is. It's lovely, and it doesn't last long. It's too bad because it's my favorite time of year. Weather-wise, it's beautiful, but no, it doesn't last long. But it's definitely something to see.
To see, yeah, that's what they were saying. So,
Yep.
well, you guys are lucky to live up here.
Thank you. Yeah, I feel very fortunate to live up here and to be able to do what we do. So it's a good life.
Yeah, we're thinking we have to come back for like a month.
We'd love to have you. You're
Yeah.
more than welcome. It'd be great. And you can do some real exploring around here. There's
Yeah,
plenty to see. It's a big
exactly.
state, and the farther north you go from here, this is just the bottom of the Adirondacks. The farther north you go, it gets more wild. It's beautiful.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
Yeah, I saw like Lake Placid is like an hour and a half from here. It's
Veronica, come here for a second.
next
I need you.
time.
Veronica is from Slovakia. She came here with her boyfriend Dan, and they're here for the summer on a J1 visa, right? That's what it's called.
J1.
Yeah, she came all the way from Slovakia, and she works with us here at the campground, and she's helping out at the winery, and they're students, and we're very fortunate to have them. They do a lot of the cleaning, and they keep the property looking as nice as it does, and they keep the guests happy. I just get the guests here. She takes care of the guests while they're here. So
Well,
I had to say-
she did our wine tasting.
Yes,
She
yeah.
did a great
She's doing a
job
little bit of everything.
explaining all the wines to
Yeah.
us. Yeah, we were asking a little bit about our country and so cool.
Good.
Yeah.
Well, I had to have you come over and say hi real quick. So
Yeah,
thank you very much.
You did a great job and
We're
enjoy
lucky
your
to have
time.
you.
here while you're here.
You as well.
Thank you. I think this is our first wine slushy. It's a combination of the kiwi pear and the Sakandaya sunset, and it's absolutely delicious. I didn't even realize there's a little outside area here because I came in from the street each time. But you can come in right directly from the RV park. And the weather has gone from Debbie the storm to the sun coming out immediately after. So nice now. You guys know how much I like to walk and be outdoors. Well, right next to this RV park, I found this gate because I saw people biking, and there's a bike trail right outside of the park. It goes in both directions. I don't know how far. It may even go down to Lake George. I'm not sure. But it's so beautiful, and it's only in the 60s. So for me, I'm chill. People are outside with their tank tops on, but it's so nice to walk because it's so cool. I don't like to walk by myself, so I thought maybe you guys could hang with me today while I do, like, you know, maybe a 2-mile walk. We can just like walk and talk or something like that. Just kidding. I wouldn't punish you like that. But just for these couple minutes, thank you for walking with me, because look how pretty this walk is. Just beautiful. Love RV life. Love discovering these places. And if you are an RVer, let me know if you like to walk. This opens up into a wide area. There's some picnic tables here. There must be like a trail into the woods, because you can leave your bikes right here. Oh, here we go. Warren County Bikeway picnic area. That's exactly right. And let's see how far the bike trail goes. Oh, there's Glen Falls. We haven't been there as yet. Well, here we go. So I'm somewhere around here, and the bike trail goes all the way down to Lake George. I figure that I could probably even walk down to Lake George. I believe it's like 6 miles or something like that. But this is such a nice spot. You can see that there's pathways going through the woods, but I'm not going to venture out in the woods alone. I'll just stay on this nice bike path. And there's a lot of bikers been passing me all the time. I hear water. The little creek goes right through here. Can you hear it? We're pretty close to the highway as well, so you can hear the highway noise as well. The direction towards Lake George changed completely. It's not as woody. I'm out in the sun, ditch my jacket. There's like a sign along the way about the battle at Lake George, because this is near the Bloody Pond spot, and it got its name for the color of the water after the bodies of more than 200 retreating French soldiers and Indians were killed and thrown into that pond. How sad is that? And it looks like a little deserted town in the back. Some type of barn, or it looks like a little western town, but it looks pretty deserted as well. I did notice that this side towards Lake George is all fenced in, so I'm guessing it's private property on each side of the trail. The side towards Glen Falls was all very woody with trails, no fence. So the bike route changes completely as you head towards Lake George. It's right next to the highway. It's right next to Route 9. Morning. And it comes right out on the highway next to hotels and everything. Let's venture on. So I believe this is the entrance to that barn and little western town I saw behind the fence. It's probably like an attraction. It says closed, but the gate is open. Well, I won't venture going through. For information, you can call Uncle Tony. Beautiful views of the mountains everywhere. And FYI, we've already walked a mile, so we'll probably turn back soon. You can stop and have like a little water break now, because that's what I'm going to do. Oh, but I see something across the street I'm going to check out. There's some kind of like kiddie park with a little tiny Ferris wheel. So cute. This is Lake George Expedition Park. It's like a kiddie place. You see the Canadian flag everywhere because we are very close to Canada. We are actually just like a 2-hour ride from Montreal. If we were staying longer, we would take that ride, but we're exploring the area and I still have to work, so we don't have time to go to Montreal. But you know what that means, we have to come back. So the park is open 10 to 5 and it's $39.99 admission. I'm not gonna do this. This is a real cute family place. There's the cute Ferris wheel, little old-fashioned one. I can see a carousel and I'm not sure what else. But when you are in Lake George, what is that climbing thing? Sophie and Landon and them would be all over that. If you are in Lake George, this is a perfect place to come with your kids. All along Highway 9 is lined with little boutique style hotels, pools. Some of them are right onto the lake. So nice, no high rises or anything like that. They're all just, you know, like bungalows or 1 or 2 floors. Morning. So there's lots of places to stay. There's little shops and restaurants all along the route as well. We could either go back along the highway or we can take the bike route. Let's take the bike route. This is such a nice bike path and I am wishing for a bike. Although we can rent them at the park. When we started our road trip into 2021, my hubby got 2 electric bikes, but I had never ridden a bike as a child and I was a little bit scared and intimidated by it. It was tall and every time I got on I was wobbly. My hubby said I didn't drive fast enough, and plus I didn't like riding my bike in traffic. Here I wouldn't have to worry about cars. I can practice. This is the first time since we left the bikes behind in Port St. Lucie that I am wishing that I had a bike. I am going to get another one, but I'm going to get one of those short ones, the small ones, because I had a tall one and every time I'd go to get off I felt like I was going to fall. I just wasn't comfortable and it didn't bring me joy. I love to walk, so it never stopped me from getting out. But I'm thinking now that I should have a bike right here on this very nice bike path. Hey guys, we're back 2 miles and I'm not sweating. Are you sweating? Because it's so cool outside. I had to ditch my jacket, but the temperature is so nice, delicious. Imagine in August be able to walk at like 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock in the morning with no heat and humidity. Oh, it's a beautiful thing. In search for the Sagamore Hotel, we ended up actually at the Sagamore Golf Course. So now they point us in the right direction. Go all the way down to the stop sign, she said. Turn right on Lakeshore Drive. Is this where we park?
It said day pass parking.
My honey had visited this resort many years ago and he wanted to bring me to see it. He told me how pretty and luxurious it was, and he's not kidding. Look how beautiful this place is. The lobby is so luxurious, right down to the golden elevator doors. The Sagamore Resort originally opened its doors in 1883, but unfortunately twice, once in 1893 and in 1914, the hotel was damaged by fire. But after that was fully reconstructed, and in 1930, it reopened its doors again. This is such a pretty, luxurious resort. We haven't seen the ruins, but we heard how pretty and spacious they are. And this hotel attracts people from all over. Also, another fun fact about the hotel is that a popular TV show, Billions, filmed an entire episode onto these beautiful grounds. And look at this view of the lake. What a nice, relaxing, peaceful place to come hang out in the summer. Look, this looks just like the ceiba bush, except it's blooming in the summer, but it has like the same leaf and everything. We are here in the mid-afternoon, so we feel it's too late for lunch, a little too early for dinner, but it's such a beautiful day. We want to sit outside, so we're going to head up to this outside bar and have ourselves some cocktails. So I'm having the blackberry pineapple smash. Said it's like their number one drink. And my honey is having the margarita. Cheers. Clean. And this is the Pavilion Lakeside Dining at the Sagamore. Is that how you say it, honey? The Sagamore? Sagamore?
Bolton Landing.
Where?
Bolton Landing.
Bolton Landing in upstate New York. And look at this view. This drink, this view. Just beautiful.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on
We are at the boardwalk with this view of Lake George. My honey has the Reuben with kettle chips. I'm dying to try his chips. And I have the Greek salad with shrimp. Everything looks yummy. But the best part here is this view. Lake George is filled with so much history. The French and Indian War, 1754 to 1763, took place in the North American colonies as part of the worldwide 7 Years' War between Britain and France. During the conflict, various Native American nations allied with one side or the other in an effort to protect their lands and way of life. During 1755 and 1757, the British suffered significant losses, including the destruction of Fort William Henry. That's the fort right up there. The tide turned against France in 1758, ultimately resulting in a British victory in North America. The Treaty of Paris was signed in 1763, ending the conflict. The war was expensive for Britain, who began to heavily tax the colonies. This taxation led the American Revolution 13 years later. So much history around Lake George, and so much beauty as well. This is Fort William Henry's fort. I'm not sure if it's open. I may be coming in the back way, but it seems very quiet. Oh, maybe it is. Closes at 5. And it's like 4:40. Oh, look at this, how cool. On August 23rd, they have an interactive movie, The Last of the Mohicans. Experience an evening filled with adventure, drama, and excitement. We will not be here, but it sounds pretty neat if you're in the area. I saw that you can do balloon riding up here. We didn't have enough time to check it out. We only had a few days and then the storm came through, unfortunately. But this is a beautiful area and we will be back to explore more. Dang, Tropical Storm Debbie is all the way up into Lake George and messed with our trip to Lake George. And it's like flooding now. Unfortunate. So we will just have to come back to Lake George. Debbie, Debbie, go away, because the adventures of C&C would like to go out to play.
In about 5.5 miles, turn right onto Prospect Mountain Highway.
Empty hearts and neon lights, they're playing with my mind. Gotta get out.
$10 a vehicle, yeah. Hi. Hello.
So you're driving up? Yes?
Yes.
Okay, the view was not great earlier. I don't know if it's improved any.
Oh.
Yeah.
The rain and the clouds. So I'm just,
Yeah.
Yeah, we only got today, so we have no choice.
Right,
But thank you.
maybe the breeze will clear it out.
Yeah. It's all right.
So there's 3 overlooks on your way up that are clearly marked. So the views at each of those could, vary too. So
Okay.
Okay.
And then the upper parking lot, you'll park, and then a footpath onto the very summit.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. How long is the footpath?
Not very long.
Okay.
Not at all. The stairs, it's
Okay.
yeah. And then when you're ready, you come back down.
How tall is the summit? How high up?
What is it? Is it like almost 2,000 feet maybe?
Oh,
It's not
wow.
huge, but
Okay.
you know.
Do you have a map by any chance? No?
No, because it's
Okay.
only one road up and down.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Thank you so much.
And if you find another road,
We'll let you know.
Thank you so much.
all right.
Thanks. Bye. Oh, it's huge stones. So they made like the guardrail out of these massive stones. Cool. So we pulled off on the first overlook and the visibility is not good. The lady told us that, but we knew that already because the weather is bad today, but we have no choice. We're only here for a few days, but it's still pretty, right? That is Lake George down there.
Oh yeah, in the middle of that lake. So if you go to Reserve America, and that's where you have to reserve these, they have all the pictures. And if you go to Lake George camping site, they have the 3 different sections where you can camp. and they show you all the different islands that you can rent.
Wow.
$24 a night.
You kidding?
You take
Oh
a
my
boat
goodness.
out. Take a boat out. In the middle of the lake, you gotta hear this. In the middle of the lake, there's a ranger station with a store.
Wow.
Pull up with your boat, and you can buy stuff for camping. It's awesome.
How cool is that? We always make jokes about buying our own island. Well, I have to tell my friends we can rent one. We can rent one for $24 a night.
Yeah, it's awesome.
What's your name?
My name's Bill.
Bill. Thank you so much, Bill, for sharing. And Bill and Susie are from this area, so they know it well. They can give us a tips on renting our own island.
And if you ever need any other information, we have a short-term rental in North Creek, Airbnb.
Oh, really?
Oven Mountain Chalets.
Oven Mountain Chalets.
You call us, you email us, we'll give you more tips.
Oh, perfect.
We're back in the area.
Oh,
Love to accommodate
thank you. Thank you for sharing. So there's Lake George. We saw those paddle boats last night. The one thing I can do with my phone is zoom in better than I can do with my Cosmo Pocket 3 camera. And there are the little islands that you can rent into Lake George to go camping onto. So it kind of makes a loop around to get to the top. Pretty cool.
Your destination.
All right. Oh, well, they're going farther up. But there's a big lookout right here. And the benefit to being a rainy day is there's no crowds. We have avoided the crowds. Always a benefit. Oh wow, we're above the clouds. Welcome to Prospect Mountain. So I thought we had to walk the rest of the way, but I see there's a road to drive up. It's supposed to rain like in 10 minutes, but rain has never stopped us from sightseeing yet. Let me show you this view because we're almost up to the top of the summit. This is the last lap up to the top. I thought we had to walk the rest of the way, but I'm surprised there's a road all the way up. Came up here when it was raining, so good thing we didn't listen to them. So we've reached the summit at Prospect Mountain, and look at that view. It's so beautiful. It's also several degrees chillier up here, and we're trying to beat the rain. Just gorgeous. This reminds me a little bit of when we were in the Smoky Mountains with the clouds above the mountains. I believe we're like 2,000 feet up is what the lady at the gate told us. How cool is that? That was a steamboat. This is the little footpath she was talking about. Oh, it's pretty chilly up here. I don't know it's going to rain, but I'm going to run down and check it out before the rain. I see other people over here too. Let's go check it out. So this is the summit, and she was right. It's just a little walkway down. It closes, it looks like, at 5:30. We had planned to have a picnic up here, but the weather changed all that. But that's okay. We still got to come view it. I'm going to take you to the other side now. Wow, wow. And look at the way these walls are made with this stone, this granite, because New York has a lot of granite quarries. Wow. Beautiful. The old cable railway. Huh. Costed $110,000 when it was built in 1875. This 7,392-foot cable railway operated cars every half hour from the edge of Lake George Village to the summit of the mountain. Interesting. Fare was 50 cents per passengers. Oh, that's so cool. A rather substantial toll in those days of $3 per week wages. Yeah, 50 cents was a lot back then. So cool. Look at that. Wow. Hey guys, if you're coming up Prospect Mountain, it's definitely like 10 degrees cooler up here, especially if it's raining. I mean, this is like August 8th and it's in the high 60s, and when it's raining it's pretty cool out. So just so you know, bring a jacket and a raincoat. Not the perfect day to explore Lake George, but hey, we have no control around the weather, so we take what we can and we explore when we're here. But it's beautiful, and it's so flat and calm today. Just gorgeous around here. Look at these little tiny music machines to every table. How cute is that? Pizza with a view at this like kind of old-fashioned looking place with jukeboxes on the table. So cute. At the top, it's called. This pizza is so yummy. Thin New York style pizza. Honey, how do you like it?
Really good.
And my honey knows pizza. Right?
For sure.
Yummy, yummy. We highly recommend this place. Look, the fudge is steaming. You can't smell it, but this smells delicious. The candy apple store. Oh, dangerous, but we're going in. Prices aren't bad.
You don't think?
They're $4.50 for a single ice cream, but those are big. And soft swirl. Yeah, in a touristy spot, I don't think that's so bad. I want a piece of that fudge that was out there. It looks smoking hot. I did a grocery run at this Price Chopper into Lake George in New York. I got like a case of gallon water. I got some frozen stuff. I got some produce, some chips, some canned stuff. I got like 4 bags of groceries and it was $108. So I was pleasantly surprised. A touristy town in New York, really good. Small grocery store though. They don't have like a whole bunch of different selections, but had what I needed. I had to come down to the lake to put my feet in the water since I was so close to the lake. Look how perfectly clear. So Lake George is known for having like the cleanest, clearest water in the country, and they've managed to maintain it. So beautiful. I believe this beach is called Millionaire Beach, and I'm not sure why. I will find out, but I must say the water is pretty chilly. I'm not sure if I would go swimming into it. But it's a beautiful day after the storm Debbie passing us for the last 2 days. Today that we're leaving is a beautiful day on the lake. I met someone who gave me all this information about Lake George. He's lived up here his whole life. His father-in-law was like involved into the Olympics into 1981 up in Lake Placid, but he did not want to be on camera.
Okay, so these boats you can go out on, you know, a couple hours, but I would go further up the lake to the Narrows.
Oh,
Up there, there's Dome Island further up. After Dome Island, you get up into the Narrows. It goes all the way up to Ticonderoga, and there's Fort Ticonderoga. There's another Fort Ticonderoga. That's a part of the history too.
Oh, okay.
So there was battles, there was stuff going on up there, right? And but these boats, some have a a dinner thing that you can eat or whatever, but it's no good. But you can go on a nice boat ride there, which is nice, and you get to see the places because
you get to see,
right. There's a lot of nice places on the lake, and of course, what's happened over the years, people they buy something, they knock it down, and they build something really nice.
Yeah. But Lake George is known as the queen of the lakes into America. And I agree because it's absolutely beautiful. Don't you think? This is Millionaire Beach because it costs $1 million to bring the sand in. It doesn't open until 10:15 and it closes at 5:15. I'm not sure if there's a charge to get in here, but this is Millionaire Beach. We are leaving the Lake George area today and heading to Vermont as our next stop. We are all hooked up and ready to leave the Whippoorwill Park. I loved our stay here. The only unfortunate part was that a tropical storm came through and messed up 2 of our days. But this is a really nice nature park and only 6 minutes from downtown Lake George. So if you're looking for an RV park, we highly recommend this one. And the owners and the staff are super helpful. So thank you guys for watching this video and follow us for more. Don't forget, give us a thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed, hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell so that you will not miss our videos.